Hey everybody, let's talk about some mysteries. Before we get started, I'm going to ask you to please do all of the things and you know what they are. This is going to be my update for Pan Me a Story Watson. Yeah, that's what it is. The hashtag is simply Pan Me a Story. That's what I was getting confused there. I'm already confused. I can't even get through the intro. Ooh, gonna be a fun trip with the crazy train today. Now, the creator of this fantastic project is Deborah. Her channel is Demeter Finds a Way. She did it in collab with the Fantastic Ladies. You know, I'm going to link those below for you. Deborah's got some other really fun projects too. You do want to go check out her channel. What she did for this project that she created, because she's created others, is she took all 60 of the stories by Conan Doyle and she gave us all 60 with a synopsis and a suggestion. She's got it all worked out for us. It makes it really nice and easy because I have read a lot of these, but I haven't read all of them. So I kind of at least get a little bit of a summary of what it is, if it's one that I haven't read or one that I haven't read in a very long time. And I'm not sure. I've never asked her if those come from somewhere else or if they were just, I thought they were just ones she had written out for us. But I don't even know if I'm right on that. I'm not sure. Either way, she's got a great synopsis for us, and I actually really do enjoy that. That is helpful to at least kind of jog my memory, which it needs a lot of. Now, this started 5/22 of 22. It's going to go to 5/22 of 23. What I did was I initially started with a lot of prompts, and I have been trying to bring in at least 5 every month, no matter what I have finished, if I've rolled anything out, or if I'm carrying it over. Some months I brought in more than 5 because I am not a math major. But I'm not going to do that this month. There you go. There's your spoiler. That's what you're getting. We're going to start with the first one that I have, and I don't know. I have numbers on some of these, some I don't, so I have no idea what order they're supposed to be in. Once again, welcome to the Crazy Train. For the Adventure of the Lion's Mane, it's a science-themed product. For that, I brought in the Sigma Magnifique palette, and I brought it in for the shade Alchemy right here. But when I use this one, I use more of them. I don't use only that one shade. Sometimes I will add things additional to this palette, and sometimes I don't use every single shade, but I use at a bare minimum 4 out of here. And I have gotten 3 of my 5 uses on this. So this still has a couple more uses and is going to be staying in the project. Then the next thing, yes, I'm trying to make sure my cards are right, sorry. The next thing that I have going on is for the Adventure of the Abbey Grange, a product that protects you. All right. I brought in the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. This actually was the 1.7 size. And I have it cut open. This is literally completely cleaned out. And if I can do this, because my lights make this a little bit hard to see, but see that little bit of yellow in there? That's all I've got left. Now, I'm thinking that with the dregs in the bottom here, I have about maybe 2 uses. I might not even get a full 2 uses, which is fine because it's not like I don't have more of this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to roll this out, finish it off, and throw it in the empties. So it's going to go in the December empties. It's going to be in there for year end, so you'll see it. But there's no point in keeping this empty container around when I'm only going to use it for 2 more days. So with a little bit of leeway, I'm going to count this as a finished prompt. And like I said, you're going to see it in the empty, so you're going to know that I did my 2 uses. That makes it a rollout. Okay. The next thing is the Adventure of the Second Stain, something you would fight to keep. For that, I have my Lancome Sills Booster. I was going to say Advanced Magnifique. That's not what this is. This is the Sills Booster. It is the Lash Primer. It is the white one. And, well, it's a little bit goopy right now. they never look good after you start using them. I don't know why. They're fine. They perform fine. They don't cause any issues, but they just look ratty. I've overlooked it because I love the product. I have only, since the last update, gotten 8 more uses on this, which I think for the month brings me to a whopping 34 uses. This is going to end, my 3 months on this ends at the end of December. I'm going to roll this out now, and then I'm just going to keep my card in here and keep track of the extra uses. So this is going to go in the year-end empties. All of my mascaras are, and I'm starting over fresh January 1st. But I'll keep the card around, keep track of how many extra ones, and then next month I'll tell you how many more uses I got before I had to ditch it. All right, that's the plan. Now, the Adventure of the Devil's Foot is something to make your skin healthier. I have the Ordinary's hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. When we started, we were... Okay, can you guys see this? That's the thick line here is where we started. And then the fading one, pretty level with the gray, is where we were at 1 month. And way down here was where we were last month. And now we're done. This is a finished product. This is a rollout. I started this at 72.3 grams. The empty bottle weighs 48.9. Last month we were at 53.7. For those of you that like numbers. Not my thing. I mean, I love when Danny does numbers. I love watching her numbers. But for me, it's like, okay, yeah, you were there, and then you're done. Yeah, okay. She has number of uses and how many grams to the 100th, I think. Very specific. Very, very, very good to watch. I'm not that good. And moving onward, the disappearance of Lady Frances Carfax, something you always carry with you. Now, you would think, since I actually filmed this video and I actually was calling things by the wrong name, so I could not even fix that. I had to re-record this. You would have thought that since I'd done this once already, like literally 15 minutes ago, that I would have remembered to go get this product. This is the Mary Kay Lippy in Blush Rose. I carry it in my purse. Lucy's moving or she's still sleepy. And I keep forgetting it's in there. So I forgot to grab it. I've literally only applied it like twice because I keep forgetting that it's in my purse. So I'm not even talking 2 days. I mean literal application. So there is no movement. This thing is going to be in here to the end of the project, and I'm probably going to have to take it back out of my purse to remember to use it. Yeah, that happens. The next is The Adventure of the Solitary Cyclist, a duo product. I have the old Tarte Lip Architect in Romantic, where I have this end finished the lipstick, and I'm actually slightly below the plastic, so you can see the color, kind of. But I can't actually apply it because anything I get on, as soon as I move it, I scrape it right back off with the plastic. So that's done. Now, the lip liner, I gotta be careful here because if I roll it, it's broken, first of all. And there's not a lot left. Okay, it's sitting straight. It starts to tip a little bit. That's all I have left. There's not a ton. And see, that's what happens, is it doesn't roll back down on its own. So I got to be careful with that. I'm doing my best to baby this so that I don't end up dropping it and breaking it. It doesn't come out when it's rolled down, but if I have it rolled up, like to try and measure on the card, it just comes off. So I'm not making lines right now on the card. I'm just showing you where I'm at because I've already done this. This is the lip liner, and it's a really pretty color. This is the one that's kind of that, it's almost a carnation pink, where the lipstick was a little bit more of an orangey color, but a soft one and very lovely, and the formula was fantastic. I don't know where I got this. I don't remember buying this. I was trying to think about it. It's like, would I have actually bought this? Because that's not my normal color choice to do orangey type stuff. Unless maybe I didn't have any at all and needed one. Who knows? Anyway, that's in there to finish, and once it's gone, I'll actually be glad because it's literally so old and I don't remember even buying it. So I don't know if it was something that came in one of the lip kits I tried or where it came from. This is why everyone else in the pan community does spreadsheets and writes things down. And that's why I have started, so that I don't end up with random things like this that I have no idea where they're from. Okay, The Adventure of the Mazarin Stone. Crazy train. A waxy balm or contour product. For this, I brought in the Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm because there's more waxy balm stuff going on. Now, when I brought this in, it was about half full, and it is completely empty. I have used all of it. So this one, at last month's update, was 61.3 grams. The empty container is 49.7. So that's a bit of usage there. I'm happy. I like the product. I don't even know which one I would compare it to. It's not really that far off from pharmacy. And I know all of you pharmacy fans are going to disagree with me and tell me that it's probably a little bit more resistant to just melting. You have to actually emulsify. Is that the word I'm looking for? You have to get it warmed up really well to get it to melt. Losing language too. Yay. Now, I don't have good math. That's broken. And now apparently the language is going too. Alrighty, let's just move on before I screw more stuff up. A Case of Identity, a brand to which you are loyal. Oh, there it is. It's little. I lost it. This is my waxy balm. The reason that I brought in a melting balm instead of a lip balm was because I had this in for this prompt. This is the Notoriously Morbid. You know I'm a fan. You know I love my indies. And this is from their literary lip balm line. So this is Matheson's Marshmallow Fluff. This was, until a few days ago, still wrapped in the plastic because I'm working on a couple of other lip products. But I got curious and wanted to know if this one was the same as the Winchester Gospels one. Dean's Seductive Strawberries is the one I've already finished. Sam's is a strawberry too, and I think I did Dean's and I still have Sam's. I'm not sure. This is not the coconut base. This is a more traditional base. Has a fantastic smell. It does smell like marshmallows. They did not bring back my absolute favorite flavor that was a seasonal from last year. It was something different this year, so I didn't get any. And I didn't get any of the regular ones because I have some. But I haven't gotten my Notoriously Morbid order yet from Black Friday, and I did get some mystery bags. So we might have some more flavors to try. Don't know yet. I have not gotten anything that I ordered on Black Friday. That specific day on Friday, I did all indie orders, and they have not yet arrived. It's good for me to wait. Builds patience. Builds character. All right, lip balms in to finish. You knew that. The Adventure of the Sussex Vampire. Something green. Now, the whole plan was to put all of them in here in order to do this update so that it would be nice and convenient and easy to follow along. So how I managed to screw this up when I recorded it the first time, I don't know. But my green is Lovelux Beauty's Hizzle. I brought this in for 5 uses, and I have not used it, which is just a crying shame because it is this absolutely stunning, beautiful green, shimmery color. Christmas. It's not quite Christmas yet. And I am filming even a couple days early because the family's going to be here. So we're going to get some green in for Christmas. That's the plan. And if not, there's going to be a lot of green in January. Just saying. Then I have The Adventure of the Blanched Soldier. Yeah, that's the word. This is something light colored. For this, I went with the second shade here in the palette. This is Sydney Grace's San Jose. And this actually has a bit of a mauve-y tone to it. Now, I am going to tell you, and I'm going to do this backwards again. This upper transition area is that shade today. And it's light, so it's hard to see, and it is only the inner half of the transition shade. But I have gotten 2 of my 5 uses on it, and I have had this on, I think we're at 9 hours now. So, I mean, things don't show up true to color anyway. Even when I watch them back, I can tell that my coloring's off because I don't know what I'm doing because of trying to make sure that there's lighting and you can see. I mean, I'm pretty close to getting accurate representation, but you probably can't really tell what all I've got going on the eyelids today. That's okay. Tangent time. The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle, a gemstone, and I brought in the BH Cosmetics Sapphire palette. This was the September palette. Now, I got this after they had finished with the yearly series, and I picked this up at TJ Maxx, so I had not used it. I brought it in brand new. And so far, the only shade I have used is this gorgeous blue one in Sympathetic. That's the one. So I have the rest of them, with the exception of the pressed glitter, to still use. So, oh crap, now I got glitter on my hand. Ooh, yeah, I got a lot of... That glitter's really glittery, you guys. I just barely had my finger over it, and I have glitter all over my hand. All right, now, back to Sympathetic. That is this color. And I don't like to use the word blurple for this because it's not. It's purple, but there's just a little bit more of that... Well, no, it's actually blue, but with that hint of purple, I guess. Yeah, I think it's blue with a hint of purple. It looks very blue from what I'm seeing as I'm recording, so I'm not sure exactly how accurate what you're seeing is compared to what's actually there. But that's a no pan left behind, so I will be getting to the other shades, and that is staying in. And then we have got the 5 orange pips, something with a 5-use goal. Okay, now for that, I brought in the Sydney Grace Shimmer in Butte Valley, and I brought that in for 5 uses and haven't used it because I just haven't gotten there. And that's this one. It's really pretty. I do really like it. Yeah, blues and greens are what we're moving on to. We're moving away from some of the purples. You know we're never getting rid of all the purples. That's just not me. But anyway, the Adventure of the Retired Colorman. Something you apply with a brush. With this, I brought in a Sydney Grace single, but I intentionally did it in a matte. So that right there is Scuba Diver. And this is how I screwed up last time, somehow. And I did not get the swatch on this, so I ended up calling things by the wrong names and the wrong colors. So we're going to stick it right here because it goes beautifully with the shimmer. And it is a little bit more of a teal than an aqua. It looks a little more aqua from what I can see in the computer screen. That's the word I'm trying to use. Spit it out. All right. 5 uses, haven't used it. Yeah, bad YouTuber. I am still paying for November and not wearing makeup for 2 weeks. And so, no excuses. I'm just behind. I'll catch up. The Adventure of the Missing 3/4, the 3rd shade in a quad. This is my Saints, Angels, Sinners, the Angel palette. And this is all plastic sheeting. Gets me every time. This is all iridescent shades. So hopefully with me flipping it around a little bit, you can kind of see some of the colors because they are not all white. Joplin is the one that is the 3rd in here. And this palette, if you've actually watched me from the beginning, this was the one that I brought in. It was when I did the Unicorn Project. I was really starting to get into some of the indies and the duochromes and the iridescence and all the fun stuff. So at that point, it was kind of the first one that I had tried, and I love it. I really do love it. So it was kind of a no-brainer to go ahead and pick Joplin for this particular prompt. I put it in for 9 uses. I've gotten 7. And it also works as a highlighter. Just so I don't have it on today as a highlighter, but it does work as that. I have done that too, just so you know. We have 2 more uses before that rolls out of the project. Finish the sentence. Then we have a Scandal in Bohemia, something that makes you feel powerful or liberated. I had logic when I picked this. My theory was when you feel powerful or liberated, you feel like yourself, but like a better version of yourself. So I picked the Sydney Grace single, this purple one here, in You Only Better. And that I have, well, I just put the other one right there, but it's that one. It almost looks black, but it is definitely a very plummy purple, very pretty. And you can put a black under it and it'll make the purple pop a little bit and it will make it even deeper. So I have 2 more uses to go before that can roll out. Then I have got The Adventure of the Barrel Coronet, something transparent. I brought in the Rimmel Stay Matte Press Powder in 001. Transparent. Okay, I thought it was, and then I thought maybe I was wrong and it was translucent. No, it is transparent. This thing came in with hard pan. It came in with ginormous pan, and I have just been trying to get uses and get as much used as I can before it has to be crushed up. I have tried to repress this, and I don't like the way I repress. It came out a different consistency. It came out thicker, and I didn't like the application then because it came out a little too heavy on my face. So what's going to happen is when this crumbles, it's going to get crushed up and be thrown in with a Franken loose powder. And I will open a new one of these because this is not worth me trying to repress again. I did it before, didn't like it, but I did finish it. So I just don't want to put myself in that situation again. The goal of 30 uses on that. I have gotten 10 additional uses since last month's update where I had 12, so I'm at 22. Now that means I'm only going to have 8 more uses before that's a complete or a met goal. I will use it more than that because I use this constantly. I will just keep going, and at the next update let you know how many uses I actually did get and if it's still in this format or if I have then had to repurpose it. And then finally, yay, I got to it without screwing up the colors. The final one that I have is The Adventure of the Illustrious Client, Something Royal. That is Sydney Grace's Countess. Yes, that's it. You're seeing almost like a light, cool brown, but this definitely has some rose to it. It has quite a bit. And that's the other half of what I'm wearing on the outer half of the transition area in today's look, but you probably can't see. So 3 out of 5 uses, which means I have 2 left. And I have decided, because I am feeling a little bit far behind because all of my updates are like this, I have a lot of things that I am not meeting goals on. And I love prompt-based projects. I like being able to pull in singles. I like being able to pull in palettes. I like being able to touch all the products. That's kind of my thing. I'm not a big hit pan and eyeshadow person like most of the panners are. You would think that if you're a panner, you're going to pan eyeshadows. That's probably one of my worst areas too. Well, no, bronzer might be worse. I've panned blushes. I've actually completed blushes. But eyeshadows, I have a lot of them, and I just like to be able to use all of them. I'm not as concerned as I probably should be with getting to pan. Yes, I know they age. Yes, I know they expire. I am aware of these things, but I like the variety. And such is my life. Anyway, I don't know if you care. I have no idea why I felt the need to explain that to you. But that is it for right now. And before this gets any weirder than it already has been, and this version's better, you guys. It has gotten better, and I am this crazy. So, I'm going to end on a high note. Just tell you thanks so much for sticking with me if you actually made it through all of this. If you did, you deserve a pat on the back. And I think I need a cookie emoji because I made it through without screwing everything up this time. All right, until next time, everybody. Thanks so much. See ya. Bye.